So, I'm here this morning with Jennifer Griffin from DataLinksLLC.com, and we're going to talk about reporting credit data to the credit bureaus. So, Jennifer, tell me a little bit about what DataLinks does.
What we do is we are a processor. We take your data, put it into the Metro 2 format to the credit bureaus.
Okay.
So that your data can therefore be reported.
So, if I was a small business owner and I had in-house credit accounts and I wanted to start reporting them to credit bureaus, how would I go about reporting to the credit bureau?
You would first need to be signed up as a member with the credit bureaus you want to report to.
Okay.
And then you would use a service like us to transpose your data into the Metro 2 format, and we test your data along with the bureaus, and therefore that's it.
Okay. So I'd have to gather up my credit account information, and people that have accounts with us, and whether they're on time or behind or whatever, and send you all that data, and then you would
put it into the Metro 2 format and send it to the credit bureau, so therefore then it will show up on these people's credit reports.
Okay. So if they're good at paying on time,
they're rewarded, and if they're bad, they're most likely going to get paid on that eventually.
Okay. Now, how much does it cost to do a service like this?
It's all based on volume and how many bureaus you want to report to.
Okay.
Yep. The more bureaus, the more money it costs. The more accounts, the more money it costs.
So if I had 200 in-house credit accounts, it wouldn't be as much as if I had 1,000.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. And then, if I wanted to get started with DataLinks, have you guys report credit data for my small business, how would I get started?
First thing you would need to do is contact us and get a customer profile sheet, along with the spreadsheet that we would need you to fill out for your data.
Okay.
We can help you get the membership packet from the credit bureaus, and then as soon as you're done filling out the information, get that back to us, and we can start writing a program for you so that your data can be tested with bureaus and be loaded.
Okay. And then once you test it with the bureaus, is there still some kind of an acceptance?
Yes.
process?
Once we get your first file only, then what we do is we put it into the Metro 2. First file takes a little longer to get loaded because they need to go through a testing process. Once that testing process has been completed, then every other month it's just like a week.
Okay.
A couple days or a week just to get loaded. Yeah.
Send to the data, and then it gets sent up to whatever bureaus.
Sent up to them, and but tested only once, just the first time you send us your data.
Okay. And are there things that, depending on my business size or the number of accounts, are there reasons that I wouldn't be able to or wouldn't want to report to the credit bureau?
You should have at least 100 accounts.
At least 100.
I know that TransUnion requires 100 accounts to report.
Okay.
Equifax requires a minimum of 500 records to report.
Wow.
Experian, I don't believe they have a minimum, but the more accounts you have, the more cost effective it is, because of course it costs money to become a member of the credit bureaus, and so there's other fees that are not associated with us that are associated with them.
Okay. Do you help facilitate getting those fees taken care of too, or do I
No, that is,
have to deal directly with?
You would deal directly with them on the fees.
Okay.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with us.
Gotcha. So your part is just processing the data and getting it to the credit bureau.
Yep.
Format.
Getting it tested and making sure it gets loaded.
Okay.
And from a membership standpoint, we can help you. We can help facilitate the membership packet being sent out. But of course, there's paperwork and there's fees that go along with that.
So if I'm going to deal with the credit bureaus and get that data reporting started, I'll be dealing with you to help me process that data, but I'll also have to deal with the credit bureau itself.
The first time,
for the
most part, just until you get a membership, until you get an ID number.
Okay.
So after the first file, or before the first file, they will give you a membership ID number, and then once you have that, your data has been tested. We are your liaison between you and the credit bureaus.
Okay. So I'll just
therefore,
deal with
you would directly, yes.
And I don't have to talk to the credit bureau people directly. I just anytime I need to report.
If you need anything, any changes to your file or anything like that, you would just contact us.
Okay. Now, it's not something I would do just once. Say, well, I want to report my credit accounts this month and then be done with it. I have to do it monthly?
You need to do it monthly, yes,
Okay.
the credit bureaus like that, so that your data never gets stale.
Okay, so it'd be a monthly ongoing thing, I'd send you my data one time a month
Mhm.
and pay you your monthly fee?
Yep, and
To
then.
handle that data
Yep,
and get it processed?
yep, sent it over to the bureaus.
And then I don't have to worry about credit reporting beyond that, it's taken care of?
Exactly,
And, well, that's cool.
yes, we're a one-stop shop.